What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss, give my opinion on the P Diddy situation. So admin notes, thanks again to all subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep putting these videos out. Give you leverage, better yourselves. So let's get into it. So my thoughts and opinion on the P Diddy situation. So, not gonna make this video long, and as a disclaimer, all these things just my personal opinion on things. I don't know anything about P Diddy as far as like his personal life. Never met him. I don't have any inside information on P Diddy whatsoever. Right. All that I can tell you is what I've seen on the news, and some of the things that I've learned about folks that are wealthy. Right. So. A while ago, a couple of days ago, the Homeland Security and I believe the FBI wound up raiding two of P Diddy's homes, one in Miami and one in Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. And the premise of these raids was because of sex trafficking, these allegations of sex trafficking that has been brought upon him. And one thing you got to understand about Homeland Security, the FBI, or any of the other three-letter agencies, if they come to raid your home, that means that they pretty much have got enough evidence to show a judge, to prove to a judge, to give them access to your home without your consent, right? And it has to be concrete evidence. This cannot be some hearsay or something that's not tangible, right? They had to literally do their research. I'm pretty sure it took a good little while for them to gather this information, this evidence, to be able to go to his home and pretty much raid his home, right? It was like military style from what I saw on the news. It was pretty extravagant, right? For lack of better words. I had made a video a while back, a couple weeks ago, where I said wealth makes you high value, right? And what I was saying in that video was that if you accumulate enough money in life and you become high value, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do in life, right? And this is something that I'm pretty sure P Diddy has been able to use this aspect of his life for a long period of time now, right? And once again, I don't know P Diddy. I don't know his personal life, and I don't know whether these accusations are true or false. I do not know, right? But what I will say is that, like I said, if you accumulate enough money in your life, you can pretty much let your money talk for you. In other words, you can pretty much do a lot of things in life without consequence or very minimal consequence when it comes to these certain things, right? And Lord forbid if these things are true, right? That what he's been accused of, but let's say half of it is true, right? I'm not exactly sure if his money gonna be able to save him to a certain degree. P Diddy has a lot of money. He's a billionaire, right? So he can pay for the best lawyers out there. He can pay all people. He can do all these things, right? But in the grand scheme of things, if he did these things. Like I said, I'm not accusing him of doing these things. Let's say that he did. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things like it's just karma catching up to people, right? I'm a firm believer in energy, and I'm a firm believer in karma in a sense like, when you throw things out there in the universe, you cannot expect these things to not affect you to a certain degree, right? You know what I'm saying? So if he has done these things, there was only a matter of time before these things caught up with him. You know what I'm saying? And this may be the time, or he may be completely innocent, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But, I just want to get my thoughts in the situation because, like I said in that previous video, money can literally have you do whatever you want to do in life, but there's a limitation, you know what I'm saying? It's a very small limitation, but it is limitations for what you can actually do, you know what I'm saying? And karma will definitely have you in a situation to where your money will not be able to save you, and it will not allow you to do what you want to do for a long period of time. So hopefully, this stuff is not true, If it is true, I really feel, my heart really goes out to the victims, because it's a terrible thing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think this is going to be a long process for Diddy, and, you know, we'll see what happens, you know what I'm saying? I know social media really puts things out there to the point where, like, people are guilty until proven innocent, but I would say that, you know, let the court handle this situation, and whatever comes out, comes out, and, you know, it's just one of the things, like, you know, karma will definitely prevail in this situation. That's my belief. It's a crazy situation, right? We've seen a lot of folks over the last couple of years go down for things they have been getting away with for decades, right? So this stuff is real, and social media is really messing people's lives up that they probably deserved it, like, to be messed up in the beginning, right? But social media has exposed a lot of these folks, you know what I'm saying? So that's word to the wise. Watch what you put on social media, and watch how you move around social media, because you never know who's watching, and you never know how these things are going to come back to haunt you in life. So it's a crazy situation. It really is, you know what I'm saying? And that raid that I saw on TV was, it was probably one of the most extravagant raids I've seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they gathered a lot of information from those two homes. So we'll see what happens. You know, they said P Diddy fled. I'm not sure that's true or not. You know, social media can definitely start to lie on people when it comes to these things, right? You know what I'm saying? So take things that you see online with a grain of salt, and let the process go. And like I said, yeah, it's gonna be a long road for Diddy. So stay updated on his situation. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep putting you video out. You leverage, you better yourselves. Final Fitness and Folk. Triple F. I'm gone.